Well, the weather's finally cooled off enough for me to feel like lugging a bunch of sandbags around to test out this flood barrier system that we purchased earlier this year. Barriers are set up and in place, and the edge seals are pumped up and ready to go. I piled sandbags to create a space between the outside of the barriers that I could fill with water to see how they worked out. The plan was to fill the water to this height, but it didn't quite work out that way. And here we go, approaching the moment of truth, starting to fill it with water. It only took a few minutes to find out that the past 5 or 6 years I've been wasting my time sandbagging. Even though I took all the online courses, I flunked out in the real world test because the water was seeping out pretty badly, especially on the end walls that I had even paid special attention to try to get everything packed in tight. I added a second hose to try to overcome the amount of water that was leaking past my sandbags. It helped a little. Here I am at about 5 or 6 inches deep. The higher the water got, the more pressure there was and the faster it was coming out the other side of the sandbags. Inside was still good. Barely had any seepage right around the one post. Nothing on the other end yet. Still completely dry. Water pouring out past the sandbags. I reached probably 8 or 10 inches right here. The best I could do was 12 inches. I somehow lost that video clip. Once it reached 12 inches, the water pressure was pushing past, and I never could gain any more ground. Inside still dry on the right side. This is probably 40-45 minutes in. A little bit of seepage around one corner of that post. Nothing on the far end yet. Performing much better than I expected, actually, with such little amount of seepage. Here it is close to an hour in. That sill between the barriers and the door frame still not even completely covered with water. Almost covering one end now. Water still pouring out past my sandbags. Overall, real successful test, and I didn't even need my mop.